Hello and what is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in SpinTires MudRunner checking out a brand new map. My voice is a little bit iffy because I actually just recently woke up, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into this new map. This is called Field and Streams, and it's not a logging map. It is basically a bunch of trails, and it's actually a really big map. Like, I mean, look how big this map is. It usually... maps of this nature are not that big, but you have this one straight road here that takes you all the way down to, like, you got a mud pit down here, you got trails over here. These actually look like they might be hill climbs, but we have to go ahead and get into it to actually see what's what. And this CJ flat fender, I don't think I've used this before in any videos, so we're gonna actually give this thing a shot too. So we can give it a top. We can give it, what kind of top is that? Oh, that's just like a canvas top. Okay, so then we could do a windshield and a gas tank. Honestly, we don't need any of those, so we're going to leave it alone, and we're going to go ahead and set off. Let's see how quick it is. It isn't. Let's see how quick it is. It isn't. Big, but then again, like, not really a big surprise there. Got some trails leading off to the edge there. We got a little cabin over there. Very cool. Looks like we got a bridge coming up as well, but it looks a little bit weird. I'm thinking we're gonna... Okay, no, it does go down a hill. Okay, I was freaking out for a second because I was like, there's no way. There's no freaking way that it's gonna just, like, stay there and then we just, like, jump over the top of it. I do really like maps that have a main road, because when they have a main road, you can get pretty much wherever you want to get, and without, like, actually having to... Whoa, my God, that was almost really bad. But you can get pretty much wherever you want to get pretty quickly. Oh, there's the mud pit down in there. God, I should have brought a mud truck here. This is perfect for a mud truck. Dude, okay, I'm going to have to come back with a mud truck. Now, over on the right, if we check the map, let's see. We have a bunch of these trails that seem to just lead to a clearing. And over here, it just seems like it's, like, completely open. Now, what exactly is this? Oh, dude, those have got to be hill climbs. Those have got to be legit hill climbs. I gotta get over there and check those out. Yeah, high is literally the equivalent of third. So, and third in this thing is really slow. The other vehicle I brought, the Willys Crawler, I'm gonna definitely... Oh, that's just a sheer cliff. It's not... I mean, you can make it a hill climb if you want, but... let's see if this will climb it. Oh, no. No, I did not mean to put it into low. I meant to put it into high. Oh, that just crushed that run. Oh, my God, that was terrible. Alright, so now I should have pretty much all of my voice back. I was getting really annoyed with that, and I was like, you know what? I've got to do something about this. But anyways, I know it doesn't sound fully back yet, but it's better than it was in the beginning of the video. And I kind of was like, you know what? This is why recording early in the morning is a little iffy sometimes, but let's actually swap vehicles because I want to look at a couple of different areas of the map. Let's put the gas and snorkel and pop the doors on this thing and engage everything. We'll set off. Now... high in this thing is not fast either. These vehicles are, like, neither one of them's fast. They're both slow. But at the same time, I think that there's nothing wrong with that. They're crawlers, right? They're not meant to be fast. They're meant to they're meant to, like, go crazy on obstacles and just get stuff done. I do think high is a better option here, though, because since we're in high... we don't really have to think about the automatic gearbox just, like, changing up and down, because these things do not have the greatest gearbox programming. Oh, oh, I'm intrigued. What's over here? I'm intrigued. I keep shifting to low when I want to shift into high. I need to put that upgraded gearbox on this PC. That doesn't look like it's all that interesting of a route. I think I want to keep going straight. I gotta take something into that crazy mud hole at some point, because that has got to be nuts. Like, that has got to be absolutely freaking nuts. Not sure what's down this way. I mean, we could, that's the thing though, with a new map, you can end up finding stuff that you never thought you would. Like, you can end up finding... I found some really weird stuff on different maps, dude. Like, I found some, like, super weird stuff. I will say, this map doesn't seem like it has a lot of challenge to it so far. It just seems like you kind of drive around it. And, I mean, that's cool, but it doesn't give the map that much replay value. I mean, it looks fairly well made, but it's at the same time not particularly interesting. And like I said, that is honestly a really important thing when you have a map that's this big. You gotta make it interesting. You gotta make interesting obstacles. You gotta make interesting obstacles. You gotta have interesting gameplay dynamics. Otherwise, people are not gonna come back and play the map again. And I think that's the mark of a good map, is when people come back and play it over and over and over and over and over again. And that just isn't really the case here, and it doesn't really seem to be the case here, at least, on this particular map. Now, let's see. Let me check the map, because it looks like this just keeps winding around. Oh, we're actually on the mountain that we passed earlier. We haven't checked out anything over here yet. And I will say that, I'm not sure which way I want to go, actually. I want to grab... Oh, we could recall it. That's the other thing, too, is we could recall it to our location. Let's recall the CJ. Let's recall the CJ here and set off in the CJ. And then after we make a little bit of progress in the CJ, we'll see if we want to, like, actually bring the Willys crawler out for the remainder of this exploration. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh my god. Well, it's not in the red, so I'm not worried about it, but damn. See, like, the landscape is super freaking cool. Like, the landscape is awesome. The actual, like, stuff they include in the map, it's a little iffy because there's not really anything that's, like... I mean, you have your mud holes and stuff like that, which I am going to bring a mud truck back here and test those out, or I might bring a couple mud trucks. But, I mean, it's a very pretty map, don't get me wrong, but I think that it needs more substance, you know what I mean? It needs more substance to keep you coming back. God, the water in this game, you forget how pretty it is sometimes, especially when you turn motion blur off. God, that looks so good. Like, that's such a good looking, like, oh my god, it's such a good looking landscape. I will give it this. This looks like an area that you would legitimately drive through in a CJ or whatever, really whatever Jeep you would want. Like, this legitimately looks like, you know, if you were out on, like, some like, big wilderness property and you were kind of driving through the wilderness exploring, that's what this feels like. That's genuinely what this feels like. And I gotta give the map credit because it really projects that really, really well. It doesn't have the most interesting actual gameplay, but the scenery is very cool. If you prefer scenery over, like, difficult and challenging gameplay, you'll love this place. You'll love this map. If you're more of like, oh, it needs to have crawling, it needs to have a lot of mud, maybe not this may not be your thing. Oh god, we've got a load of brush in the back. Like literally. Look at that! Like, literally, well, we've lost it now, but yeah, if that is what you value in a map, you'll really enjoy this map. If it's not, then it might not be your cup of tea. I do have a lot of fun exploring this place. I think this place is a fun one to explore. Yo, can we make it? Well, we don't have enough speed. This isn't fast enough to make a jump out of that. If we were in, like, one of the pre-runners or something, dude, that would be, oh man, we'd be able to actually make jumps out of this trail. Now, it's not really what this trail's for, but it's not what this trail's for at all, really. But I think at the end of the day, it would actually be kind of fun. This feels like a main trail of sorts. Like, oh, okay, and we've got, like, a little bit of a muddy trail that goes off to the left. I was going to say, I'm going to put it in high right now because I know for a fact that automatic gearbox is going to be extremely punishing, and it's going to put you right back into first gear, and I do not want to deal with that. I do not want to deal with that at all. We got up here. Wait a minute. Have I already been? Yeah. Oh, no. It just looks like somewhere I've already been. That's kind of weird. It just looks like somewhere I've already been. Now, I don't really see anything on the map that looks particularly, like, super difficult. I mean, we've got some mud trails and stuff over here, but like I said, I don't really see anything that looks like, you know, ridiculously out of this world difficult. And, oh, you know what? One more thing we need to check out before we finish off. Because that mud trail looks like it might lead to something, and I don't know if it does or not, but we're going to find out. Because I don't want to give this, I don't want to say this map isn't interesting without exploring an area that looks interesting from the top-down map view. And I want to see if it's actually as interesting as it kind of looks. So let's leave it in high and just try to pretty much rampage through here. I mean, the ground is hard enough that we can, so we can just keep on going. Now, what I'm seeing on the map looks like it might be some hill climb stuff, and if it is, that's amazing. Like, I love hill climbs. I love hill climbs in any game, any setup, but I want to see if what we're actually seeing is true. We're almost there. It looks steeper on the map than it... Oh, okay. So they do have hill climbs. They just hide them way out in the middle of nowhere. These look like fun. These look like a lot of fun, actually. God, I feel like if you had hill climbs that were this wide and this, you know, this, frankly, like, interestingly designed, why would you hide them so far out in the middle of nowhere? Like, damn. Oh, crap. God, we were making a good run at it. Oh, it shifted! Dude, that's... Okay, that's an amazing thing about having a lower high range. You can shift into it whenever you want. I love that. I absolutely love that, and I think that is the business. Oh my god. That's so cool. Okay, I'll actually take back what I said. This map has some really... Oh, really? Alright, I'm recalling this thing out here because I was not done with this area yet. I was totally not done with this area yet. That hill climb was fun, but there's some other ones over here too. So this map has some really fun stuff. It just hides it in the middle of nowhere, which I feel like it does it a disservice because I was originally not going to say that this map was all that great. I mean, I was going to say it's really pretty, but it didn't really have that much of like an involved gameplay dynamic. But look, it's got really fun hills to climb, and they hide them at the back of the map. Like, why would you do that? Why? I don't know why you would do that. That's like personally my opinion. I don't know why you would do that, but that's just me. But man, really, really cool. Like, why would you hide? Why you would hide that out here? I don't know. But I will say that this map does have a few hidden gems. Now, is it the best like crawling map or climbing map? No, but it is very pretty, and I think it's got some great scenery, and I think it does have some really cool surprises if you explore to the back of the map. So, if you all enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments down below what y'all thought of it, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.